weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to the Spurs. Now, here's Curry to the inside, and the dunk by O'Neal.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Now, here's Tatum after the miss from Stephen Curry. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Money from the wing.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Edgecombe with it. He's picked up by White. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's George for three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Round down low. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Green, the screen, to the middle. Back to Curry. And stolen by White. Here's Tatum. Lays it up off the glass.
A huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Here's Curry. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
And the basket by Tatum.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a... lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's White. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the paint. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 5 now.
Yeah, when Green is looking to score, this is exactly the area he's most comfortable, right at the rim.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Edgecombe. Still yet to score. Curry, that's good.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's White. No good on the three.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Screen by O'Neal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Now, here's Tatum. 8 points for him. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Celtics making a switch here. And here is Jordan. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pass to Edgecombe. Sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
And so it... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Warriors leading by 7. And an intentional foul right there. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
Well, he's a little bit older now, but Paul George showing you he still has great verticality. This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Outside, George trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Pass to Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA." I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Warriors leading by 6. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Tatum. It's Tatum on the drive.
And the ability to score in many ways. When Tatum drives with force, get out of his way.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the speed he's added over his career.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Warriors leading by 4. There's 1:59 left here in the second. From deep, George. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beat you in so many different ways.
It's Curry outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Now, here is Jordan. Jordan with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Jordan can't get it to go. .58 seconds left in the first half of the game. 17-foot shot on the way. Curry, good. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead. Outside Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brown missing.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams making substitutions here. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Three-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Now, here's Ivy. Lays it up and banks it in. Ivy's got his first bucket in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Pass to Brown. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for Boston, Michael Jordan.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Down low, Golden State moving the ball around. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Edgecombe. Curry with him. He's picked up by White. Celtics trailed by 11. And now Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Kevin, back to you.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Curry looking it over. Inside, here's O'Neal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
That one on White. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Led by as many as 14 points. Curry fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
After a solid first half, he's now forcing things and getting a little careless with the ball.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Celtics trailed by 14. Brown wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And George with the stuff.
Well, he's got great length for a wing. At 6'8", he can just get to the rim whenever he wants.
Here's Jordan. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Podziemski. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Podziemski's got 6.
Oh, nice speed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Pass to Tatum. Picked by Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. That one no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Outside Curry. A kick out to O'Neal. Fires for three. Up again. Outside Curry. Jordan the screen. On the wing, George. Golden State moving it around. Here's Keita. Ivy, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Pass to Jordan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
Now, here's Ivy. 4 seconds left. And slam dunk by Ivy.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. So it's the Golden State Warriors finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Warriors leading by 15. Edgecombe with it. Outside Jordan. Here's Curry with the three. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9. For 14.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Celtics making a change here. Celtics trailed by 18. Pass to Hauser. Jordan in the corner. Brown outside. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Now Curry. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Celtics. Number 4.
To the inside. Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 26 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Curry on the wing. Six on the shot clock. They kick it out to Green. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here's Curry. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Brown outside. Boston. No good that time either. Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Outside Curry. Over White.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
To the paint. Free throw line jump shot. The Warriors pull it in. With the basket here, he'd break 30 points.
And he's in that zone, guys, and they're going to have to figure out a way to get the ball out of his hands.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. So it's the Celtics now. Pass to Brown. The call will be against P.J. Edgecombe. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.